What am I doing sat over here? Well, I'll let you into a secret. Got bored of the couch. My arse went numb once and for all. No going back now. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to spend about 2.5 hours moving the whole room around. Was it worth it? Of course it was worth it. Look how good it looks. Now, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you may have seen over the past couple of months that things have blown up in a good way. And that's because I've been sharing some close-ups of my left hand hard at work flying across the fretboard. The right hand, not so happy about it. He's getting no camera time whatsoever. You could argue that this hand is way more talented, way more interesting. Again, the right hand, not impressed, but they're gonna have to sort it out between themselves. I got a lovely little request to do the first guitar solo from Comfortably Numb, and people liked it. And they said, hey, can you do a tutorial on that because I like the way you do it. So here we are. First of all, I'm going to show you how I play it, and then we're going to get to learning it. Have fun. Here's our opening phrase. So we're going to start with D major triad, up at the second octave, and you're going to rake up to that F sharp at the top. Give it a little bit of vibrato, and then bend it up and down semitone. Whole step bend on the 15th fret of the B. Pre-bend release and then hit the 14th fret twice. And then you're just going to walk down this A major triad to the 14th fret of the D string, slide that back, whole step, and then hit it again on the 12th fret. Second phrase. So again, we've got that D major triad rake up to the F sharp, but we bend the half step straight away. Then we've got that 15th fret of the B whole step bend again. Now as we pre-bend release, we're immediately going to pull off back to the 14th fret. Walk down the same as before, coming down the A major triad. Slide back to the 12th fret. And then you're going to hit the 11th fret of the D and slide back to the 9. And then hit the 7th fret of the D, slide up to the 12th fret of the G. Really helps to have a metronome for this part because of the way that it falls down. The next little part goes like this. When you listen to the track, you can actually hear he's using the trem. But just for the ease of teaching it you and the clarity, I'm going to leave it out, and then if you want to put it in, put it in. So we've got 11-9 on the G, third and first finger, down to the 7. Now we can come back to the 11th fret of the G. You can do a quick pull off here to the 9 and hit it again. And then you can slide back to the 7th fret and hit it again. You can make the same thing happen, but without picking quite as much when you bring the trem in as well. It's a really cool effect because you get the same notes, but it just changes the way it feels. Doesn't it? Then we have this quick little lick. So that's a pull off from the 9th fret to the 7th fret, 3rd and 1st fingers on the G, down to the 9 on the D, and then you can pick back up 7, 9 on the G, and then up to the 7th fret of the B. I feel like pulling off to begin with and then picking on the way back up gives it the same kind of attack that you can hear on the track. Then you're going to do a very kind of drawn out, epic semitone bend from the 11th fret of the G up to the 12, and again you can bring that whammy bar back in if you want. At this moment you have to send the guitar and the entire audience into outer space. If you don't, everyone's going to get a full refund. I'll make sure of it. Cool little tip, if you don't want that kind of aggressive pick attack when you're doing something like that, sliding in from nowhere, from below, so no note in particular, and then going straight into a bend gives the kind of illusion that you've bent from like way lower than just a semitone. Big difference between that and let you into a little secret here. This next phrase is exceptionally cool. I like to start with this little muted rake up to the 15th fret of the high E, like this. So I've just got my index finger dangling over the G and the B strings here, no pressure whatsoever. And it's kind of like what we did before when we went like this. But the notes that we hit prior to the G at the top are just muted notes, muted strings. Once you've hit that 15th fret of the high E, you're then going to put your index finger just behind it and pull off to the 14. Pinky goes to the 17th fret of the B, and then 3rd finger to the 15th fret, pull off to the 12. And then 12, 12, G, D. There's loads of different ways you could play that. But I feel like playing it like this gives you the same kind of feel that you can hear on the record because of the 2 pull-offs. Okay, after that 12th fret of the D, you're going to come back to the 10th fret, slide back to the 9, then pick the 10th fret again with the 2nd finger, pull off back to the 9, and then slide to the 7. Pull off, slide. And to finish, we've got this. So we open with this enormous bend from the 9th fret of the G to the 12th fret, tone and a half. Then we've got a very quick whole tone bend, but it's a double bend. Goes up and down, and then pulls back off to the 7 with the index finger. Before sliding very quickly from the 7th fret of the D to the 9. And back to the 7 with the index finger and hitting it again. absolutely love that guitar solo. It's the perfect example of not being too flash, you know, there's nothing ridiculously fast in there, but being able to move an entire room. It's so memorable. Like, you could do that thing that singers do where they cut the band and hold the mic out, and I imagine the whole audience would be able to sing it back to you. It's basically, it's like another vocal played on guitar. Amazing, genius. Speaking of geniuses, it's time for me to go. I'm very busy. I'm in demand. I'm cooking dinner tonight. It's going to be exceptional. I'll see you soon, guys. Take it easy.